Hey folks, it's Brian Nutter from Summit Racing. Here today I want to show you a pretty cool tool for priming your new engine build, specifically your new LS engine build. There's a couple ways to prime the LS engines. One of them is to use a pressurized tank and go ahead and go through one of the feed lines close to the oil filter itself. And that's okay and it works okay. It's a little messy sometimes, and it's, the equipment costs a fair amount of money too. Another option, and this is specifically for engines that have an aftermarket timing chain set that has a separate oil pump drive gear on it. This is not for the factory timing chain sets. It has an integral gear on the front of it. So if you do have an aftermarket set with the separate drive gear on it, this is the socket for you. It's part number SUM-900330. And it's really simple how it works. So there's a couple details about the gear rotor style oil pumps used on the LS engines. The gear that's inside of this is actually free floating, and it will fall to the bottom of the pump when it's stationary. So how we fix this is we've actually nosed and actually tapered the front of the tool so that it will actually find home a little bit quicker than otherwise. So it just slips over the snout, and you rotate it a little bit, and you'll feel it start to go inside the gear. And then you still have to go a little further yet. And it's basically these cuts here is when you know that you've really hit home. Hitting home means the front of the tool is actually touching the lower timing gear on the timing chain set. And at this point, it's just simply a matter of plugging our 3/8 drill into it and giving it a spin. So there's a couple things here to expect once we start spinning this thing over. You could have the front cover installed. Why do we not have the front cover installed? At this point, you're not going to be leaking anywhere except for the oil pump itself. You're going to start seeing some oil dribble out of the bottom of the pump. We've got a pan below it, so no big deal there. I'm going to go ahead and start spinning it up. Drive in, turning clockwise like the engine does as you look at it. Here we go. At this point, I can feel load against it. So to pressurize an engine, it's going to take somewhere between 30 to 45 seconds. How you know you've really done a good job is when you see it start to come out of the top of some of the push rods themselves. Now, something you'll notice, it doesn't come out of the top of the rockers and the push rods equally. That's because the lifters are at varying places through the engine. So when we do this, it's good to actually rotate the engine over about 90 degrees, hit it again, 90 degrees, hit it again. And then that way that we know that we've hit every one of the lifters, push rods, the rockers, everything. And you've got a good supply of engine oil. So with that, go ahead and just look us up at summitracing.com. Part number is SUM-900330.